your favorite play. You cashed in on the home run. Just what did you think overall of what the offense did tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we did a really good job offensively. I mean, I thought their guy was really good to start the game. The first homer Pete hit was, kind of incredible. It's an 0-2 pitch. He swings and misses it. 2 splits, throws him a pretty good third one, and he just takes a great swing and hits it out. We kind of kept it going, and then in the 7th, we just had great at-bats. And really the great at-bats were, Pete's walk and then Michael's walk to set Say up. So just a good inning. Dansby had a good at-bat to get it going, too. So we just had a really good offensive inning and then held on.
What did you think of Dansby's diving catch?
Yeah, I mean, Caleb had a tough inning, and that's one thing that this team is great at, and it shows up every day, is our defense. And Dansby's right in the middle of it, and he made another great diving play on a line drive. It's 2 in 3 or 4 days.
You mentioned Kramer's splitter, just the fact that he was able to go down and get those. It's been a tough pitch for players this year. Just what does that say about his ability to go down and stay with the pitch?
Well, yeah, I mean, the first one kind of just surprised me. I mean, he threw 2 really good ones, and I thought, I didn't have to see the replay, but the third one looked like a really good pitch too, in the same kind of location and where you'd want to throw an 0-2 split. And that's just where Pete is right now. He's able to make an adjustment in the at bat, and that's exactly what he did. And he's locked in. Yeah.
Level now 2020 season puts him with like San Sosa, Ryan Sandberg, veterans like back-to-back or multiple 2020 seasons as a Cub. It's kind of surreal to hear Pete's name on the side. All those guys at such a young age.
Yeah, I mean, I think it tells you, what the start that his career is off to. It's still it's a young career. It's brand new, but he's doing things that the greats in the game have done, and they're short, small accomplishments or small time frame accomplishments, but still great. And so it's hard to. And then I think just the improvement that we've seen is so exciting for Cubs fans. So and watching him play every day. I mean, I think the dugout on the first home run was just kind of shaking their head, like kind of in amazement at how he's able to get to that pitch.
It was a much needed home run for Seiya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big one for sure. I mean, and he got down, we got down 0-2, like Pete got down 0-2 in his at bat, Seiya got down 0-2, and they're able to work their way back into counts, and we've done that very well all year. But yeah, I mean, runners in scoring position, big home run, give us some separation, huge hit.
You say about how Webb has performed in the 9th inning?
Not just the 9th inning. I think he's performed everywhere for us this year, and he's been the anchor. There's everything has changed around him, and a lot of new faces around him, but he's been the guy that's been there all year, and he's having a great season, and he's. He really, the game is around him for me when I'm thinking about it. It's, where are we going to use Jacob? And he's been a real key to this thing and kind of getting through these games.
What did it mean to have your family travel 14 hours via car to come watch you play?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like that's nothing for them to just get in the car and travel to see a baseball game. It means a lot. They're only here for 2 days, so, I know they made some stops on the way, but for the most part, just coming here and supporting me is awesome. Yeah, it was huge. I didn't have my best stuff out there tonight. So they definitely picked me up on that side. And then defensively, they were great all night. I felt like they had some really good at-bats. They put together some good at-bats and, led us to the win.
Can you describe from a pitcher's perspective of what it's like watching Pete and what he's doing right now?
It's fun to watch. I mean, it's just like feels like he's on everything. And, obviously defensively he's always there. But, just see his approach and just see how he's matured in the box. It's fun to watch.
It's been a season of different guys stepping up. What can you say about what just in different parts of that bullpen to kind of keep things kind of glued together?
Yeah, I mean, he stepped up at the same time. It's like he has the stuff to be there. It's like, from the beginning. I know spring training didn't go the way he wanted to, but that doesn't really matter. He's showing kind of who he is, and he's got some elite stuff, and he's just stepping up and filling in that role at the right time.
You describe how the pitching staff as a whole has really rolled with a lot of punches and a lot of all-star players. The team in pretty good shape.
I think it's just our approach overall as a staff, and as a bullpen, just attacking people and trusting your stuff, and series like these, facing the Orioles, where you're only going to face them one time during the season, to just really trust yourself out there and then kind of go from there. But I think this next series against the Reds is going to be huge for us. Obviously, we got one more here tomorrow, but it's going to be a big series for us, and hopefully we can have some positive things going into the break.
Talked a little bit about it on the field, but that first homer you had, how did you get to that pitch?
It was like that hybrid of like sitting on it but not quite sitting on it. I think it was just like making the decision to be really late on the fastball and just fight, because the splitters have, that being my first time facing him, that was a tough pitch for me to kind of time up, and he'd gotten me on it 3 times before that and twice in that at bat. So just being willing to let the fastball really travel and give myself the best chance to put a barrel on that split.
What did you think overall of the offense did today?
It was a great day. Great carryover from yesterday. I mean, we had a lot of barrels yesterday too, and nothing really to show for it. So to be able to come out today and I mean, that inning where Seiya hit the homer was one of my favorites, just at bat wise. Like Dansby, after a slower start to his day, coming up with a big knock, making them switch stuff up, and Bushy with a great 2-out walk, great base run. So it was a lot of everything tonight, and 9 runs is always something to be proud of.
That diving play by Dansby to save the run. What is it like playing behind him, and even Nico, and watching
Yeah.
what happens on a nightly basis?
Yeah, they're both pretty unbelievable. We talked about it outside. That play was just like, it was such a momentum killer for them after putting some good swings up on the baseball, and that was just an example of how defense can win you ball games. So keeping it as a 2-run cushion going into the 9th, gave Webby a little bit better of a scenario to go shut it down, and that was a great job by him too.
You mentioned last time when there were the stats with Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, you called it folklore, almost like you didn't even know how to react to it. Today you did it again, like last year, the first thing, something that hadn't been done since Sammy Sosa, Ryan Sandberg, also back-to-back 20 seasons. Just when you hear names that you're more familiar with, just how do you internalize?
I don't. I got a lot more baseball to play. I'll be going home thinking about my last at bat and how I approach that one if I face him again tomorrow. So, no, like I said, a lot more baseball to play and a series to close out tomorrow for sure.
Did you set individual goals before the season?
No.
Like, all numbers, all stuff?
Nope, nothing.